Hello, everybody. This is Joe Padovich at Keller Williams, 949-439-0383. We're going to do about a 15-minute video here. We're going to talk about a subject that I know very little about, but we're going to talk about this for a little bit. Now, if you look at this image here, this image is about AI, artificial intelligence, helping you sell your home, helping me as an agent sell your home. Now, I'm not going to talk about artificial intelligence per se, because I have very limited knowledge on AI and the AI concepts, but I do understand basics of it. So let me get started here. And I'm at my office right now at Whittier, but obviously I am available throughout the whole state of California and throughout the whole United States and into the world, because I am part of the Keller Williams family of agents. And like I said, 949-439-0383, and my name is Padovich. I am the only Padovich on the DRE in the whole state of California, and there's only one or two other agents that I know of in the United States. So let's get started. So artificial intelligence is, according to this picture here, is helping me as an agent sell the house. If you look at the hands, obviously the hands are mechanical, and the scene behind it, it's all computer, electronics, and all the technology back there. It's all technology and everything back there. But the interesting thing about this is, if you use AI properly, you really can get out there and really do your stuff. But what's going on here? You don't want to have your personal representation to my client turn into artificial intelligence. Who's selling your house? Is it artificial intelligence, or is it me using artificial intelligence? So the basic thing is, I have to know how to use AI working with you as a seller, and buyers too, but mainly this is people selling their homes, okay? Or looking for people who buy, but I'm gonna use this for selling homes. See, a seller always wants to do what benefits him or her or them selling the property. Them, I mean a family of people, multiple owners, trust, that's what I mean by them. So when you look at a home and you say, how can you get most money for my property? What can you do? Now, AI can create a lot of good stuff, man. It can really turn your home to beautiful. It could turn your home to an oasis of beauty, make it look really good. But here's the thing is, that's not what your home is. Your home is not a palm tree in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, an oasis of beauty, of all that stuff. That's not what your home is. Your home is a home where you live at. So if you're going to use AI, artificial intelligence, what you want to do with this, you want to make sure that what you're doing continues to what you have. Now, here's an example. So say, for example, you have your house staged. What's your furniture? But somebody wants to do virtual staging. And I want to perceive your walls. Like for example, you can go on a website and buy clothes or create clothes or go to certain websites, and you can create your home and your colors with what? With AI, artificial intelligence programs. You can see I want to see the wall black, I want to see it green, I want to see it yellow, I want to see it this color. So you can create the colors of the walls within a computer program. Now, AI can do that for your home, your exact home. It can do renderings, if nobody knows what renderings are, if you don't know what those are drawings, concepts of what things you are looking at in the planning stages. That's what they do use when they build shopping centers, things like that. So when you're looking at something, you say, I like this house, but I want to see the outside of the house a little darker. I want to see this tree here. You can use AI for concepts and stuff like that to look at the property. But you got to realize one thing that's critically important. You got to realize that AI is not selling your house. The agent is the AI is assisting you selling your house to percent, a percentage of it. See what I'm saying? You don't want to use AI to sell your home. You want to use agent using AI. Because if you use AI and you do too much to your house and you make it unrealistic to show people it's not what it really is, if you got a house that's 75 years old and it's got problems, you know what? AI might fix that, but your home has got those problems, okay? Your home has those issues and those problems. Somebody's going to accept them, reject them, want to get things conceded, taken care of for that, get credit, all kinds of things in the contracts, and while doing certain things in order to get what? The best price possible and the best buyers and sellers possible for the property, okay? And here, the important thing is to understand the concept of AI versus the concept of an agent, okay? Now, we can stage your home, we can do all kinds of stuff, but you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to overdo it, okay? I'm using this website here, this image here, and it's the actual title of the image is The Future of AI in Real Estate. But if you look at the hands, like I talked to you for a minute ago, notice the hands are mechanical. You can see it, obviously mechanical. You can tell behind there's a computer program, a concept, a program back there, that the computer is holding your house and the computer and the artificial intelligence is selling your home. That's what this image shows me. But there's no agent there. There's no person there. There's no, Now, if you're a business and you flip and buy real estate, maybe that's okay. Maybe the AI concept is good and promoting your house, showing it, and doing all this other stuff. That's good. That's good. That's great. But what you want to make sure what you're doing is you're using an agent, not only the expertise, but the agent's going to use your insights on your property. Okay. Say, for example, the house is built in 1950. Okay. And you just turned 70, 75. And you said, my kids have moved out, my grandkids are with their parents. I have a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. My family's moved out, they're all grown up, they all have their own families. I want to downsize and travel. I want to move back east, I want to move here, I want to downsize. And your house has that personality. Here's the thing about this is, I'm also an amateur historian. I love history and stuff. So when I talk to people about their home, what do they have about their home? They have a story. Okay? Now, does the story about your home is going to make people want to buy your home? I mean, unless the house is something famous, a famous actor, a famous person, or something have like the Amityville horror house or something weird like that. People don't care about your story. Truthfully, they really don't care about your story because they just want the house. But the story goes with the house. So what I'm looking at for is I want to hear your story about your house. Say, oh yeah, this house was built in 1950. My mom and my parents bought the house in 1952. I was born here, and in 1952. I'm 73 years old, and they've had it. And we've all lived here as a family. I grew up here. My grandkids grew up here, and my parents grew up here. Some of my grandparents, not all my grandkids. So the stories this person's been in this house continues for all these decades, all these years. So the first thing I would ask this person was, here's what I would ask them about the house related to AI. First thing is, like, why isn't the house still in the family? Why do you want to sell it for? Okay, because the house is worth like $1,500,000 and there's no money owed on it. It's clear, it's free and clear. And obviously, you're 72 years old. You have a pension, you have your retirement, you have your Social Security, you have this, and that, so you don't need all this money. So why would you want to, my question, why would we want to sell the house? Because, the family may not want it. The family's already, it's an older house, nobody wants to update it. So my thing is not trying to convince you to buy it or not, or sell it or not. But what I'm trying to do is figure out your story about the house so I can promote your house using me and artificial intelligence at the same time. Okay. So once I figure out that you don't want to stay in the house, I want to sell the property. I want to get commission. That's my job. But I also want to know what you sell the house for. Oh, okay, I understand. So then your story throughout your property, what you're doing here, not only tells your story to the people selling it. So in other words, when you list on the MLS, a little story, the person's been in the family for 73 years. It's been owned, it's a 1950 house, been owned by the same family since 1952. The family has a lot of everything built into it, and they want a nice family to move into the house. So that's the story. They're not really interested in your story as per se, like you live there, it's my house, I miss my house, I love it. That's okay, but you want to tell the story about the house and relate the story to artificial intelligence. So what that does, it tells the story about the property, and it kind of like, okay, like, why are you selling this? Like you'll go to an auction, at a home an auction or a estate sale. Okay, maybe somebody passed away. Okay, maybe somebody's relocating, maybe somebody is downsizing. Okay, in an auction, that's fine, okay? But when you go in there, that's somebody's personal property. You're looking at somebody's personal property. You're in there in somebody's area. You kind of like, okay, give it a reflection for a minute and think about it. Okay, I'm buying this person's house from 1952. It's a 1952 house. It needs work on it. House is worth $1.9 million. It costs about $100,000 to upgrade the electrical and do some work on the property. And I know the person who lived here has a story about the house, and we respect the story. But we also respect that we want the house, and we want to separate them from us. See, I don't want, what we're doing as an agent and using AI, we do not want to take your property, your house, and turn it into somebody else's house, being your house. Remember that, I don't know if you guys ever watched I Love Lucy. During an episode of I Love Lucy, they sold her stuff. In one episode, Lucy kept taking all her stuff back because she didn't want them to change the lamp or the table, whatever. I think it was lamp table. It's been years ago since I've seen it. But she didn't want all this stuff changed. You see what I'm saying? She wanted to keep it the same. That's not what this is about, okay? This isn't about having you as a seller using artificial intelligence to promote your home, to sell your home. It's telling somebody, say, well, you're going to buy this house, but this is their house, and you're going to keep it like that. That's not about that. It's just a story. It's just telling you about how these people lived and what they've done. So that right there, the stories of the house, you put that out there, and you just let people know, hey, this person's been here for 70 years. Here's about their house. Here's about them. Here's a little story about them. And it kind of personalizes, personalizes the sale, and it kind of personalizes the actual business that you're doing within artificial intelligence, also within you as an agent. You got to make sure what you're doing is that you're not letting AI overtake you, and you're not letting AI do the job for you. Okay? That's an important aspect. That's something important that you got to understand. Artificial intelligence isn't going to sell your house. It can, but it's not going to sell your house true as an agent would. Oh, yes, it'll get you out there. It'll probably sell the house real quick. But the thing about this is, who's the agent? What is the agent doing there? How is the agent promoting the property? And how are you, as a seller, going to promote your house using AI? One important concept of AI is it's not only going to show the renderings of your house and show your house how it can look, but it's also going to make sure that your house looks better than it really does. Okay? When you're out there and you just look at some AI, compare the original with AI, it's totally different. Okay? Now, we want to sell the house, but when you see the house on artificial intelligence or the promotion on artificial intelligence, what you're going to do here, what you're going to see, you're not going to see what you see at the property. You want a sense, but it's not going to show everything. It just totally changes things. Now, AI also uses programs to list items. It also does programs how to write. What about, I'm going to meet you at your property, and I'm going to do a listing presentation to you, how I think you'll probably sell the market condition. Now, here's the thing. here's the thing. Let's talk about numbers for a second. I'm going to use a number of a CMA or some kind of other program that I'll use, and it's going to give me, you can go on anywhere, just tell them, you just type in your value of your home, it'll just automatically tell you the value of your home. Like Zillow's way off. Not 100% way off, but it's off. But the concept of all this stuff, using AI, using artificial intelligence, using Zillow, using all these different things to sell your home, it's okay to do that. It's okay for you as a seller or buyer to look it up. But for me as an agent, I need to be out there and know exactly what your house can sell for. Now, here's the thing, it's important to realize. There's a neighborhood that I know of, there's a house, and a house sold right next to it for like $75,000 more than it's worth. Does that bring up the value of the house next door to it? Does it? That's a good question. I'm asking you guys, maybe we should interact with that occasionally. Do you guys believe that if somebody buys a house, overpays for a house, does that affect the value of the neighbors next door? Just like if somebody builds a mega mansion, okay, next to a house, does that raise the property value of your property? No, not necessarily. I believe, I could be wrong, that it lowers the property of the mega mansion because that's not what that was built for. I know it's not zoned for that, but they have the property to build on. They have large lots, okay? They have big lots, they have large lots. So that's what happens, okay? So it's the same concept what I'm talking about. So if I'm using AI to get the value of your property using Zillow, what do you need me for then? What am I as an agent for if I go to Zillow, type in your address, or go to RPR, or go to whatever these places and type in your information, and the next thing I know, it says your house is $1,475,000. And then you say, oh yeah, Joe, I know it's $1,475,000. I looked it up on Zillow. How'd you get it? Oh, I went to Zillow. And you say, oh, I'm supposed to pay you a percentage of commission, and I just did that? So I can't have AI doing my job. I cannot have AI doing what I'm licensed to do. AI will assist me. AI will show me the way. Like, look at doctors, man. They're using artificial intelligence for surgeries and stuff and all this other stuff. Cancer treatment is beautiful. AI is an amazing concept. It's an amazing thing. But you can't use that only. You have to have a live person there, okay? You have to know and say, hey, Joe Pappas is going to come to my house today, and Joe Pappas is going to give me a presentation, and we're going to talk for a little bit. He's going to do a walkthrough and tell me what my house is worth. And then we'll do that, and we'll say, okay, Joe, can you set me up with artificial intelligence also and use that? I go, absolutely, I can do that for you. I can set it up for you. We can do that. Keller Williams uses AI. Every major real estate company uses artificial intelligence. But they use artificial intelligence with the concepts of helping you assisting you sell, assisting you in marketing, but not only as a resource. Now, like I said a little bit ago, say for example, you're a company, you own apartment complexes, and you buy and flip real estate. Using AI with an agent is good because you're just flipping the property. You don't have the personal story. You're not trying to like sell a house. You're not trying to be personal and be an agent selling. Usually they'll hire those corporate realtors who just flip and move a certain property. You know what I mean? Like you go to apartments.com. You look at the website. All the author is doing is promoting, selling, marketing apartment complexes. You know, and that right there is a good concept of selling apartments, apartment complexes, businesses, things like that, or any other thing. You know, I mean, Walmart could use AI to sell the milk in their milk case, but they know people got to have milk. They're going to go store and buy the milk anyway. That's the concept of what I want to get into right now, real quick. I'm going to go a little bit over about artificial intelligence. Okay, everybody has to go to the store and get certain items. Everybody's got to eat no matter what it is. Everybody's has something to drink no matter what it is. Everybody uses paper, whatever it is. Everybody does this certain types of things. Okay? But not every single person needs baby clothes. Okay? So when you go to the store, think of buying and selling real estate as going to the store, okay? And this is me as an agent selling you a property, okay? So not everybody's going to walk. Everybody's going to walk through the front door, okay? I want you to understand this. So AI is going to help you get to the front door. Everybody, when you buy a house, maybe not my listing or anybody else, everybody's going to walk through that front door. That's the first thing. In the store, everybody's got to walk through the front door of that store. And so you walk in the front store, everybody goes boom, boom, boom. Like 1,000 different ways you can go. But everybody's going to go to the food section. Okay. You're going to buy food. No matter, doesn't matter what kind of food, but you're going to buy nourishment food for your body and for yourself and for your kids and for your family. You're going to buy food. Okay. So when you go into the house, what's the first thing you're going to do? Kitchen is food. The bathroom is food. You're going to go and see those things. You're going to see that specific thing in that house. Boom, I want to see the food. Let me see the kitchen. Let me see this. Let me see that. Let me see this. So each room is more important. First thing, everybody walks into the store. Then everybody's going to go this way or going to go that way. Most everybody buying a house is going to walk into the kitchen. That's the first thing they're going to do. They're going to walk in, look at the kitchen. And they'll walk through the house. So then what do you do when you go down? Okay, everybody has something to drink. So you got food, drinks, okay? Oh, but not everybody has a baby. Okay, so we have a house with 3 bedrooms, but we only need 2, but we have 3 bedrooms. Okay, that's good for the infant's room, the baby's room. Okay, so you have 3 bedrooms. Okay, we have a good sized sitting room. Okay, so AI is, okay, we're using AI. This is a children's room. This is a master bedroom. This is a second bedroom. Oh, this is an office. Oh, okay. So you're going into the store. Everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to drink. But then people separate. How many people drink liquor? Oh, you need a den. The den's liquor. Then you need this. Oh, okay. Oh, you do a crafting. Okay, here's a crafting sewing. So everybody going into that store is going to certain spots, but everybody has to go certain spots in that store, but then they break off. Everybody needs clothes, but not all the time. Everybody, what about pets? Fish. Okay. Oh, then you have automotive. Then you have all this other department. Then you have this other department. Then you, like I just said, you have crafting. Then you have not only the food, then you have the food preparation, the what do you call it? Spices. Oh, spices. Oh, then you want a bigger kitchen. You can cook and create. You're not cooking dinner for your family. You're not just cooking for your family. You're creating. So now you want a kitchen with a big pantry and a what do you call a thing that spins around with all the pantry with all the spices that spin in the rack, you know what I mean, like you spin it around. So you have all these different things in your house, and AI is to say, well, that's your pantry there. You're a cook, you have a pantry. Oh, you have a 3rd bedroom, that's for your kid. Oh, you have an office. You're an office, you have people who want the. So when you go into a property, picture going to a house and going to a supermarket. You're going into the same thing. Your supermarket is your house. Oh, everybody's got to eat. Everybody's got to drink. Everybody's got, they got to have a baby. They have this, so what I'm doing here is I'm telling you a story, like when you go into the house I'm selling, you're going to go in that house and you're going to go into, like you walk into a supermarket. Okay? Or a department store, but mainly it's just supermarkets. Everybody's got to get food. You don't have to go to the department store. Okay? You can order, but you can't order clothes online. You can order food online. Of course, there are people that are doing that, but we're talking about families, established families who want a home, that are going to go to the store. You see what I'm saying? So using artificial intelligence is going to help you sell your house. But I, as an agent, am going to sell your house based on my knowledge of what you need. You're going to tell me what you need. Now, that's for buyers when they want to buy your property. But you, as a seller, are going to do the same thing for me. Hey, my house has this. Oh, did you see that shed back there? This is a great house if somebody likes gardening. If somebody loves to prune and to pick flowers, we have a lot of fruit back here. we have a lot of different gardening out here. Oh, we have a large park over here. We have a large park over here. Oh, we have skateboarding. We have a skateboard. So your house is going to tell a story what people want to do in the community. So when I'm coming to you and coming over to see you about listing your property, like a few minutes ago, I'm talking about getting your story about your house. Now, like I said a few minutes ago, they're not going to really care about your story per se, but they're going to be interested in that this person's lived here for 73 years. And the house tells a story. Oh, wow, these people have been here for 70 years. What it was like. What was it like in 1955 going to school? Like, oh, what was it like back then? How was it back in 1975? What was it like back in 1982? How was it like living here? What was it like? And you go in the house and they'll see like little marks on the wall, little things. And you'll say, oh, I'm going to keep this with the house because it goes to the house. It gives history of the house. You know, I've been to people's houses where they'll like have like little things in the garage or little things, and it dates the house and they keep it because it dates and makes the property interesting to the property itself. It gives the property history. You know what I mean? Okay? So some people just want to move in, they like the house, and they don't care all about that stuff. But the thing about this is, selling your house is important. And I've got about 4 minutes left to here to go, so I'll talk a little bit more about AI. So like I was talking about going to the store, I was talking about selling your house, I was talking about all this other stuff. But the important thing about it is AI is a tool to assist you as a seller or as a buyer. Agents can't overuse artificial intelligence. Okay, now if they're big time agents and they have so many listings that they have to use AI to get their properties out, because Keller Williams has agents that do millions of dollars worth of sales a year, and they use a lot of concepts of AI. It's not as personalized as I would be. That's okay as long as you do it the right way and as long as you keep true to the property is. You don't over-render the property, you don't overdo it, and you don't underdo it, and you don't use AI to actually price your property because you can't do that. So the important thing about this is when you call me at 949-439-0383, yes, I'm going to create something for you. Yes, I might even create a AI rendering for you to show you the property might look like. Like this person, hey, they like your property, but they don't like the brick in front of the house. Like they don't like this concept. They like this instead. They want this. We can do AI and they could pay to do the rendering and upgrade. That's their cost. They want to upgrade the property. But the important thing about this is using AI not only can help you, but it can hurt you. Because the thing about this is, if you give somebody something that they're expecting, and what they're expecting isn't what they expect, that's what the problem's going to be. That's what the issue is going to be. They're not going to be able to understand or want to understand why their property's not selling, why it's taking too long on the market, because there's too many things out there. Because once you go out there with AI, and it gets put on Zillow, all these websites, Trulia, Facebook, think of thousands of websites all over, Century 21, all these different websites, our magazine covers are all over the place. What it's going to do is it's going to show your property not in the concept what it should be, but it's going to show in the concept of what people think it's going to be. So you got to use, when you're using artificial intelligence, make sure that artificial intelligence is less than 40% of the marketing of the property, and you keep it real. Here's the thing about this is, you can use AI to market your property. Absolutely. But absolutely, when you're doing AI, if possible, because I don't know anything about AI, I just know the concept, basic concept. So if you're using AI as a rendering, you must have an original picture of the property so they can compare. Okay? Like this picture on the computer right here, on my laptop. If you look at the computer here, this is an AI. And you see how nice and the pictures are, look really nice, how they're like that house one of those houses, let's say the house in the middle, and they're using AI renderings and showings, and it looks really nice paint job. You want to see within AI an original picture, an original item within AI, so you can compare. Hey, this is just a reference. I'm using this to assist you. I'm using AI for this, but here's the actual image, what this would look like. And remember, you don't own AI, the AI intelligence. I don't know anything about the marketing stuff, but you buy the concept, I understand how it goes, but the pictures you're using is rendered and created by artificial intelligence who owns that program. So unless I use my Keller Williams AI programming, I'm using another company's programming. So the thing about this is, before I close up here, knowing what you know about your property is important to me as an agent, knowing the pricing, knowing how the concepts, and also understanding and knowing how to use AI within pricing, marketing, selling, and all conditions. And thank you for being here. I'm Joe, P-A-G-O-B-I-C-H. I'm at Keller Williams. Thank you very much. I'd love to hear back from you. Have a great day. And this is Joe. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching.